Welcome to the Margin Business Digital Entrepreneur podcast. In today's episode, we got Meher Patel. Meher is the founder of Hector. And Hector is the only Amazon ads visualization platform which makes campaigns and optimization hassle-free. Meher, I'm really happy to have you here today. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself, and then we will go into the topic challenge of PPC
Fantastic.
and beyond.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Omar. I think firstly, thank you for inviting me over. And this is an honor to be there as part of this podcast. And I'm really liking what you do and contributing to the community. And I think people like you, the creators, would really contribute to what the entire community needs at this moment. So the reason why Hector was launched mainly is because of the media buyers. So I myself personally has been a media buyer since almost like 3 to 4 years, and been hustling around and being managing multiple tools across the market. And I don't want to name them all, but yeah, there are the best of the tools. I have used them all. And as a media buyer, you always struggle every morning to start with what should you handle first. You know, should you optimize? Should you do research? Should you change your bids? Should you change your budget? All of those things are there right in your mind when you start your day. But how do you really tackle what problem first, and what is your important and what's your bigger and the smaller problem becomes a question for a media buyer. And looking at that as a pain area, we decided to build Hector. And Hector actually helps the real media buyers who are right there, who's getting their hands dirty, who's actually juggling, slicing, dicing the data to really get to know what should they handle first. It's for those people. And that's exactly what we have done. So we built a visualization platform which allows the media buyer to identify the right opportunity to optimize the campaigns, because everybody says that they want to optimize the campaigns, but what exactly should they optimize when they start their day is what Hector is going to be providing. It's what Hector is providing at this moment. So yeah, it's an exciting journey. We've got data scientists working with us. We've got the people who are building people who are building Hector are the real media buyers. So they have the real problems and they're solving the real stuff for the real people.
I understand that. That's a very nice overview of. Sorry to interrupt your video. I just wanted to let you know that I really appreciate you having you here today, watching this video right now. And I wanted to let you know about our new partner, Payoneer. Payoneer is the leading payment provider for e-com sellers and beyond. And you can sign up with them in the link below. One more thing. If you like our podcast, please hit the subscribe button and the like button. That would help us a lot. Thank you. Now I'll let you watch the video of Hector in general, you know.
Thank you.
Software, Hector, how did you got there? I mean, you explained already a little bit about this, but why, first of all, why Hector? And why the media platform connected to PPC? I mean, PPC, we all know, is very important at the moment. And there's a lot of tools out there which actually providing that service. And having the knowledge combined with the tool is really, really, really important. Now, you got the background, you got the scientists as well, you got the programmers, the developers all together, and they built this amazing tool for you. So tell us a little bit in detail why Hector and how the tool actually can help Amazon sellers and is different from others what is out there on the market at the moment.
So largely Hector is not a research tool. It's not a tool for you to do keyword research, understand which keyword is working for you and which keyword has the largest search volume and stuff like that. It is, as I have mentioned, it's an optimization tool which helps you understand what are the opportunities And without you doing multiple downloads of multiple reports and doing pivot tables, doing VLOOKUPs, figuring out from this data, marrying another data on the Excel sheets, all of those things, all of those aspects gets killed when you start using Hector. Now, at the same time, when you look at any PPC tool, there are some elements which are there, some are not there. Now, when we built Hector, what we decided to do is that it's about marrying multiple data together to see what is the final outcome. So what I mean is the most recent Amazon introduction was the SQP report, the Search Query Performance Report. All right, so people were excited about the Search Query Performance Report, and it's by far it is the most outstanding report which Amazon has released for their sellers.
We talk. And sorry, just to interrupt. We talk about Amazon.com at the moment, right?
Right. Search Query Performance Report is one report which the Amazon.com and .in has launched, which is in the beta version right now, which allows you to get the first party search query information, the volume, without you going on to any other platform to understand what's the search volume for the keywords that you want to target. Now imagine Amazon is feeding you this information firsthand. Why do we really need to go to the third-party tools to find out what is the search volume for the products or for the keywords that is important for you? Now, how do you marry this data into your day-to-day campaign optimization? Is where Hector comes in. I mean, in the real life, for the people who are not using Hector, would have to start downloading or looking at the data from one platform, then looking at the search query performance report from the Amazon dashboard, and then start looking at marrying that data one after the other, juggle between two screens to see that. In our case, in Hector, we're bringing that data together for you to see one single unified dashboard to understand that what search term is working on Amazon and what, for the same search term, how much is it that you are investing. So that becomes one single unified opportunity for the media buyers to avoid juggling between multiple tabs. At the same time, it is very important for a media buyer to understand that what keywords should go into a negative keyword which is not working. It may not be working for them, but it is working on the Amazon. So that's something which you can get from the search query performance report as well. And that's one of the elements that we keep improving on Hector. So every I would say, while we are working with one of the larger clients, we understand what are their day-to-day problems. Based on what their day-to-day problems are, we try to build something more customized. Now, it's also important that every business on Amazon, every seller on Amazon, it's not just selling one single product, it's selling multiple categories of product. So you may be selling a shampoo and you're also selling a conditioner, but the shampoo guy, when he's searching on Amazon, doesn't need a conditioner. So how do you understand both of these individual category of product which is sold by one seller and understand what is working for you? So maybe the shampoo is working for you, the conditioner is, the cost of acquisition is very high for conditioner. So when is the right time for you to stop investing in conditioner and invest in shampoo is what defines, or which helps you that which category is a better ROAS for you, which category is a higher ACoS for you, and why is it higher. So there are ways that we explain in Hector that what are these 4 important KPIs that you should look at, which allows you to make the right decision at the right time. And those information is pushed right in front of your screen so that you cannot go wrong. I mean, a lot of the media buyers are also learning the skills of optimization. Yes. And when you use Hector, you don't really need to go through that learning skill. You don't really need to go through that learning curve. So a person who just starts optimizing campaigns on Amazon can start doing really, I would say, mature decisions by using Hector, because he's got the decision making right in front of him. And then it's logical for him to look at that data, and because he's seeing that the ROAS is not working, and because there are multiple more reasons why it is not working, and hence he's taking the decision to either increase the budget because it's working for him, he increases the budget, or increases the CPC if it's better ROAS and lower cost of acquisition. So he has more room for investing more. So he's ready to invest and increase the CPC. So it becomes like not just giving him a blindfolded or a black box approach of taking a decision, but a very meaningful, logical reason of why he should be making or taking that decision to optimize those campaigns. And that's exactly where Hector enables and empowers the media buyers to make that decision. And it's apart from media buyers using it for the business owners to get that one single unified dashboard of what my target against my, so every seller who sells on Amazon also has a monthly target. Along with the monthly target, they have daily target. So we compare the daily target against the actuals which has been achieved, so that the person knows that how far he is to his target. So this sort of an information becomes live for the seller and for the media buyers to stay on toe and stay calm and take the right decision at the right time, basically.
That's really good. That's really good. That's great explanation for PPC
Thank
in
you.
general, and as well for Hector. Now, you know, because there's a lot of PPC softwares out there. What I believe, you know, the first ones, they were the brave ones as well, you know, and the ones which come afterwards actually take all the information and do a better tool, because they can get all the feedback, they can listen into the market, they can understand, they can evolve with the Amazon software. Because when you have a software which is like 10 years old, and you obviously you have always updates and everything, it's different than when you come in and say, okay, listen, this is what the buyer now needs, and this data we have, and this is we can provide with him. Why I'm saying this is because there is the softwares. The keywords is a super important factor, especially when you go cross-border. We don't talk about the English-speaking market. I talk about more the international market where you're confronted with different languages and everything. So when, for example, because you mentioned keywords, for example, or optimization, there is keywords which you target in for example, in the European Union. Which are corrupted. Corrupted means that somebody just paid a large amount on there, and you know, then the keyword is red, but it makes no sense at all. So actually, the buyers don't really search for that keyword. You know, the customers, they don't search for that keyword. It's just red because it has been overpaid. You understand what I mean? So there is foreign sellers who have these tactics, and they corrupted these keywords with this. And this is why I like the explanation of your software, because actually you take these keywords, they give you the tool gives you the keywords, and you can still look at them and say, okay, they make sense or they don't make sense. Because like I said, in the European markets, you need to have a native speaker who's actually checking these keywords and understand exactly are they used in a good way, because afterwards we need as well to correlate with the listing, to make sure that everything works together, you know, that we have this gap closed, and we can work everything out together. So this is just something I wanted to mention. And like I said, it's a software which is new, or I don't know if your software is new. I'm sure it's a little bit.
It is. In fact, it is. It is. It's been there since a year. And as you rightly said, Omar, it takes a lot of courage to put together what we have put together. And because as you rightly been mentioning, that there are a lot of softwares in the world right now when it comes to Amazon, and they all have their own advantages, and they all have their own way of looking at things and their own perspective. Now, the reason for us to build Hector is obviously an amalgamation of what all of these bits and pieces of the aspect of each of these software gives. And At the same time, the day that we started building, and because our team is more agile, we are using the most recent version of Amazon API, which is the version 3 of Amazon API, which is being launched. It's just been 30 days or maybe 40 days that version was released, and we've already started using that version, which is the most advanced version, which gives us the data in the right with the least amount of variation. At the same time, it gives us more detailed database of what we need for us to give the right data sets to our media buyers to optimize their campaigns. So being the most youngest tool out there in the market also gives us the advantages to make sure that we are using the most latest and the most advanced technology and the API at the same time to build what we have put together in Hector. Yeah. And as I rightly said, the marrying all the data sets of what Amazon already provides you into the system, and putting the right perspective, which is more logical and more result oriented, and giving the control in the hand of media buyers. So while there are tools in the market which says that they are AI and ML based, well, there is a certain element of AI and ML, but at the end, every media buyer wants to control the spends and wants to optimize the campaigns themselves. They want to do it with their own hands, and they know that they don't want to leave it in the end of at the hand of AI and ML, which may or may not give the results that they expect. So they want to manage the campaigns, they want to manage the right keywords, they want to manage the right product targeting, they want to manage the right audience targeting themselves. They want to decide what is going to work and what is not going to work, because these guys have been dirtied their hands all these years, and they have learned what works and what doesn't work. But when you use an AI ML, then you're just leaving it in the hand of a black box. So that's not something which every media buyer wants at this moment. That's not something which a seller wants to optimize based on. So having said that, is what we understood, that if the right direction is put in front of the media buyer, with a logical answer, he would take the right decision. And that's exactly what we want to do at this moment. Yeah. Thank you.
Great.
Thanks.
Great. Yeah. What I would say, and as well as a young company or as a young software, you can move a lot faster. Means your software is not completely has not this old tail in there, the long old tail. It's new, it's fast, and you can adapt very fast to the market, which is AI.
Absolutely.
AI is now, is coming in a lot faster. It's learning very fast. It's speaking already. ChatGPT, if you have used it for a while, is speaking already with you. So everything is coming really fast.
Yeah, we've in fact integrated ChatGPT to Hector as well.
Oh, interesting.
For us to now, I'll give you a reason how we are doing this is, as I said, every seller sells multiple category of products, right? For selling multiple category of product, it is very important that you judge each category independently. It's not one rule applies to all, right? Every category has a different pricing. Every category has a different ACOS. Every category has a different CTR. Every category would have a different sort of a ROAS. So how do you judge each category independently is very important. And looking your numbers from the category's perspective becomes very vital. And what we did is we got ChatGPT in, and what we made ChatGPT do for us is, based on the ASINs that we have, the ChatGPT gives us what category it falls in. Not just the category, but the subcategory. So if it's if the guy is selling shampoo, serum, face wash, and everything else, the ChatGPT will come in and categorize all of these products into the independent category, and we will get to know what are the impressions, spend, ROAS, ACOS for each of those categories. We can also have a subcategory, which would be a pack of 4, pack of 8, pack of 16. If they are subcategory, then we can find out what is your ROAS on pack of 8, what is your ROAS on pack of 4, what's your ROAS on pack of 16. So having this input and looking at your data from this category and subcategory level changes the way you optimize your campaigns. Because earlier you were doing more generic and more general optimization, but now you're optimizing on every category level with Hector. So that's the difference, that all the other softwares are just like what Amazon does. It gives you all the data. You go ahead, you play with it. But what we understood is that not all data is same. All right, not all CTRs and CPCs and ROAS is same for each category. If you're searching for a shampoo, even if a conditioner is shown to you, you're not going to buy the conditioner because you search for shampoo, right? So when you're looking at all of these categories, you got to look at it in isolation, and that's exactly what Hector does for you.
Okay, so I think it's very interesting, and you seem very passionate about your in general about what you're doing, and that's why I want to ask you, can you give the audience a free hacks, tips for PPC, how they should, I mean, maybe some people still use the Amazon interface only, others use the software. What would be the hacks, what you would
Sure. Yeah, I'll be happy to do that, Omar. And so let's listen to this very carefully. And this is very few people even understand this, and this is what we have done. And what I'm going to share with you is something which we have been doing, and it is working fantastically well for us. Now, for the people who are going to be using this, they need to understand. The first thing is, obviously, you need to know what is search query performance report. It's part of the brand analytics part of Amazon Seller Central. And within the search query performance report, there is a brand report and there is an ASIN report. In the same brand analytic view, there's another report, which is a search term analysis report. Now, these are the two reports that is by far the most powerful report which Amazon has, search query being the most recent one. What we've done is, what I would like, if you guys can explore and you will see the result by yourself, is that when you're looking for search, when you're looking to target any product, just go to your search query performance report. You will see an ASIN-wise search query terms. You will see 1,000 search queries there, and you will see a search query score offered by Amazon. Look at that for identifying the top 10 search queries, which is relevant to you, which is important for you. And you could see it from the search score, which has been given on by Amazon. Then go on the right-hand side. Amazon will also give you what is the purchase rate for each of this search query. Identify the top 10 search queries, which is giving you a high conversion rate, which is purchase rate. Take those search queries and put it in your search term report. The search term report, which search term analysis report, which is again part of the brand analytics. Once you take that in, you will start looking at, download the search term analysis report by putting these keywords in them. And you will get a list of ASINs, which has got the number one clicks, the first click, the second click, and the third click. Download that data. Now you've got two things. You've got the search terms, which are working for you. You've got the ASINs, which has got the first click, the second click, and the third click after these searches have been done on Amazon. Now, what you got to do is you got to create a sponsored product manual keyword targeting campaign with the top 10 ASINs which you saw. Put a good bid there and make sure the campaign is running. Take the same keyword and run a sponsored brand banner ad campaign. Take the same keyword, run a sponsored brand video ad campaign, the same 10 keywords. Now what you do is, now you still have the click 1, the click 2, and click 3, all right, of the search terms which you punched it in the search term analysis report. Now take those click 1s, click 2, click 3 product ASINs, because Amazon is going to tell you which ASIN got you the first, which ASIN got the first click, which ASIN got the second click, which ASIN got the third click. Make 3 different campaigns and take the top 10 of the first click, top 10 of the click 2, and top 10 of the click 3, and make 3 different campaigns. And you will see the click 1, click 2, click 3 campaigns. Do a product targeting campaign, sponsored product, just the way you did a keyword targeting. Now do a sponsored product targeting. Then do a sponsored brand, do a banner ad, and do a product targeting. Do a sponsored brand video targeting with the product ASINs. And you will see that this strategy is, these campaigns are going to be by far one of the top runners for you to manage your revenue. And you will also see a better ROAS because what you're doing here is you are only focusing on getting a higher search impression share by your top 10 search keywords. At the same time, when you're doing product targeting on the products which has got the click 1, click 2, and the click 3 on that product page, you've also targeted with your product on that product page for the search terms which matters to you. So you have gone ahead and you've got the highest visibility for your product with those top 10 search terms keywords. I think if you do this, you're going to see the results by yourself, and happy to talk more about this and take this forward. Yeah.
Wow.
Thanks, Omar. I hope this will be valuable.
That's lots of value. Lots of value. Thank you so much, Meher.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Pleasure.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm sure out of these points we can take some and and test it and see that they definitely work. And I appreciate your knowledge.
Yeah.
Everything that you told us today. And can you please let me know if anyone wants to get in contact with you and hear more about your strategy and about your software? Where can we get in contact with you easily?
Sure. So I'm available on LinkedIn. Feel free. I love to chat on Amazon. I love to chat on performance marketing. If you have anybody, if you think that there is something better that I can do or something that you really want to know deep about Amazon, feel free to connect with me. Omar, you can probably put my LinkedIn,
sure.
profile link there.
We'll put the website, the LinkedIn. We will put everything under the video.
Happy to chat, and I'm very vigilant. I'd be happy to say hello to you and continue chatting with you. Happy to help.
Great. Thank you so much. And one last question.
Thank you.
So, if you had the attention of the whole world, I mean the business world, for 5 minutes, what would you say? Or maybe less. Just a quote, just something that comes out of your head right now.
Okay. Stay hungry and invest in people.
Thank you. That's amazing. I put this on a quote. Usually what we do after the podcast, we put this on a quote and add this as well on all social media with your picture and the quote beside. I think this is very valuable. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I think that's a very important thing, which I feel hunger in the people and investing in the people is the right way a businessman could grow. Spot the hunger and invest in that people.
Great. Thank you so much. Amazing.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Omar. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate what you're doing, and thank you once again for inviting me.
Thank you, Meher. Thank you. Bye-bye.